Chapter 3, Akhyat Prakaranam, verb conjugation. So in chapter 2, with the noun, in English we use the word declension, noun declension. With the verb we use the word conjugation in English. So verb conjugation, they say. Atha dhatu jani Vishnu padani. In chapter 2, it was Atha nama jani Vishnu padani. Nama jani Vishnu padani means Vishnu padas which are born of nouns. Now dhatu jani Vishnu padani means the Vishnu padas which are produced from dhatus. Because Vishnu padas are just the final declined forms from the Prakriti and Pratyaya. Now Prakriti can be either noun or verb, and Pratyaya is of course 4 kinds. So now this chapter will deal with Dhatu Jani Vishnu Padani, the verbal forms. Bhu Sanantadya Dhatavah. Okay, it will need some explanation. Bhu Sanantadya Dhatavah. Bhu and so on, and Sananta and so on are called Dhatus. So let me explain. We can understand it like this. There are the primary dhatus and there are the secondary dhatus, right? Now in primary dhatus, we have 10 groups. Groups are known as ganas in Sanskrit, ganas. So in primary dhatus, we have 10 groups, and those 10 groups are like Bhwadi, Adadi, Vadi, Tivadi, Swadi, Abhadadi, Hotadi, Tivadi, Swadi, Revacha, Tanadi. What is the next? Abhadadi, Hotadi, Divadi. Acha, Divadi. This then Divadi.
What was the shloka you were reciting to?
Yeah, it is Bhadadadi Jahotyadi, Divadi Swadi, Divadi Swadi Revacha, Divadischa, Tanadischa. Bhadadadi Jahotyadi, Divadi Swadi Revacha, Tadadishta, Tadadi, Tadadishta, Tanadi. Okay, Kriyadi. So that is one shloka, Churadi, which tells of these 10 ganas. Vadyadadi, Juhotyadi, Divadi Swadhirevacha, Tivadischa, Tadadischa, Tanakriyadi, Churadaya. So these 10 groups are there, and in these groups we have different dhatus. Like Vadi, we have the dhatu Bhu, and so on, and likewise, which we'll see ahead. Secondary dhatus are the dhatus. So these dhatus are also made from primary dhatus. So primary dhatus plus we have 10 pratyayas which are known as sanadis. Sanadi. Sun and so on, 10 of them. So by adding this sanadi pratyaya to these primary dhatus, then we get the secondary dhatu. This also will come to know ahead. So bhu sanantadya dhatava, the sutra says that all these like bhu and others and these, they are known as dhatus. Bhu and so on, sananta and so on. Sananta means those dhatus which end with the san adi pratyas. Sanadi pratyas. That we'll see here. Okay, so it is also Sankshodhani also says about this. In this sutra, the two kinds of dhatus, primary and secondary, are referred to by listing a specimen from each group. Bhusattayam, the first dhatu in Jiva Goswami's Dhatu Patha, list of verbal roots, is an example of a primary dhatu, whereas Sananta is an example of a secondary dhatu. The primary dhatus are listed in the Dhatu Patha, whereas the secondary dhatus are formed by applying pratyas like san and so on after a primary dhatu or after a nama Vishnupada. Almost 2000 primary dhatus are listed in the Pandinyam Dhatu Patha. So in this book also, in the appendix, there is the list given of the dhatus, around 1200 dhatus list. So you can, so as we study, we'll get to know more about it, and you can check it also. Okay, so bhu sanantadya dhatava. Then
I also have a book that Gopi Pranadhana Prabhu's school put out. It's called Prayukta Khyata Manjari of Srila Rupa Goswami. So it has a smaller number of dhatus that I guess are maybe the principal ones, the ones that are actually used.
So yeah, means I never went through it, but I heard about it. So right. Then dhatuhu. The word dhatuhu is to be added in the subsequent sutras. So this dhatu is basically an adhikara sutra, which will be carried forward in the sutras coming ahead. So it literally means after a dhatu or of a dhatu. So this is important here. Before discussing the next 10 sutras, it is necessary to first give some preliminary information about verbal suffixes in the Sanskrit language. So these are some general things. As explained previously in Vritti 87, the Vishnu Bhaktis are of two kinds. This 87 is Pratyaya Para. Is it? 87. Anyhow, Vishnu Bhaktis are of two kinds, Swadis and Tivadis. The Swadis are nominal suffixes, we dealt with them in chapter 2, while the Tivadis are the verbal suffixes. So we'll deal with these here in this chapter, Tivadis. Tivadi is a general term for the 180 pratyas, which will be classified into 10 groups of 18 each in the next 10 sutras. So these 10 groups are divided according to different tenses, past, present, future, and few more other categories. So, and in each group we have 18 pratyas. Total is 180. The 18 pratyas of each group are divided into two categories. Now the 18 pratyas of each group, they are further divided into two categories of 9 each. So one category is Parapada and second category is Atmapada. So Parapada Pratyaya and Atmapada Pratyaya, which will be explained ahead. Throughout the Akhyata Prakaranam, the following table will be used to list the 10 groups of Tivadis and the conjugations of verbs. So this table now this is a new format of table we should get accustomed to, because in Shabda Prakaranam we had a different, bigger table, but here it is like this. So Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha, Ekvachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana. So we are used to this Ekvachana, Dvivachana and Bahuvachana, but Prathama Purusha means third person. Madhyama Purusha means second person, and Uttama Purusha means first person. So Uttam Purusha means I, myself, and so on. Madhyama Purusha means you, like the second person in English, and third person is he, she, it, any name, etc. So this is the pattern of the table. Okay, now we'll begin with the pratyayas, the akhyata pratyayas. So Jiva Goswami has given these akhyata pratyayas here in one sutra each for these 10 groups. So you need to memorize them, the pratyayas, they are very important. So Tatra prayo vartamana kale tibadayo shtadasha chuta namana. The 18 pratyayas beginning from tip, this is the first group, are applied after dhatu in the present tense generally. So this is present tense, vartaman kal, and they are called achyuta. Generally they are called lat, but Jiva Goswami says them achyut pratyayas. So these 18 pratyayas are tip, tas, anti, sip, thas, tha, mip, vas, mas. Then Atmapada, te, ate, ante, se, ate, dve, e, vahe, mahe. Okay. So yeah. So I mean, I would like you to write it actually, the pratyayas. So yeah, please write these pratyayas, then we'll move ahead. This is achyut pratyayas. You write achyut pratyayas and in bracket lat, and then parapada like this and atmapada like that.
So what are Parapada and Atmapada?
Um, these are classifications done, and the meaning. Haribo. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, we are able.
Okay. So, in general, the difference is when the fruit of the activity of a particular action goes to the self, to the very self, then we use Atmapada Pratyaya. And when the fruit of the action, Kriya Phala, goes to someone else, then Parapada Pratyayas are used. This is what Jiva Goswami says, and also other grammarians also. But mostly the difference is the active and passive voice, as we say in English. So, which is Kartari and Karmani Prayoga in Sanskrit. So that is the main consideration. So like that. Okay, so we move ahead. So if you're left out, then please do it afterwards. That was the first group. Then the next one is Vidhi Sambhavanadau Yadadayo Vidhi Namanaha. The 18 pratyas beginning from Yad are applied after Dhatu when either Vidhi or Sambhavana and so on is understood and are called Vidhi. So these are the Vidhi pratyas. So Parapada, Yat, Yatam use, Yas, Yatam, Yata, Yam, Yava, Yama, Atmapada, Ita, Iyatam, Iran, Ithas, Iyatam, Idvam, Iya, Ibahi, Imahi.
So is Dhimahi using this Atmapada Vidhi?
Actually, the word Dhimahi, yeah, it uses this one, but the fact is, it cannot be declined grammatically, the word Dhimahi, because we tried doing that. The dhatu is dhyayi chintayam and this pratyaya, but it is arsha prayoga, a conventional word. So, but of course, the pratyaya is this.
Is Sambhavana, is that possibility or what is Sambhavana?
Yeah, we're just coming here. Amrita describes it.
Oh, I see.
So, please write it. Yeah, please pay attention to the Trivikrama letters, Vamana, and also wherever the indicator letters are. Done. We move ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Sambhavana means, according to Amrita, Kriya Yogyata Nishchaya, certainty about a person's ability to perform the action. Yeah, so that is Sambhavana. Yeah. We'll read, study more about this thing. The meanings actually of each tense of each group. So this is Vidhi, which is also known as Vidhiling. Vidhiling. Then the next is Ashihi Preranadau Tubadayo Vidhatri Namanaha. The 18 pratyayas beginning from Tub are applied after Dhatu when either Ashish or Prerana and so on is understood and are called Vidhata. So these 18 pratyayas, which are known as Vidhata, they are used in the sense of Ashish, which means wish, blessing, or Prerana, to command, to motivate. So, and these are as follows: Tup tam antu, hi tam ta, anip avap amap, tam atam antam, swa atam dhvam, haip avahaip amahai. And it is known as lot by other grammarians. Yeah, please write. Okay, so that was the third one. Then
How can Atmapada be used in this tense for oneself? Like one doesn't bless or command oneself, does one?
it's quite intricate. So let it unfold as we move ahead.
Okay.
That's why I told it's mainly the Kartri and Karmani Prayoga, the active and passive voice. Means I studied quite a few, did some research on this Parapada and Atmapada concepts. So no one really speaks elaborately on these concepts about Parapada and Atmapada. And just day before yesterday, or a day before that, I was discussing with few devotees from the West who are also in this Sanskrit field. So they were mentioning that actually in the West, some they do not even consider the existence of such things like Parapada and Atmapada. So yeah, so but Jiva Goswami, he gives some points something ahead of for this Parapada and Atmapada concepts. Okay, the next one is the fourth one. Anadyatana bhute divadayo bhuteshwar namanaha. The 18 pratyas beginning from dip are applied after dhatu in the past tense, which is not of the same day, and are called bhuteshwara. Past tense which is not of the same day. Same day meaning 24 hours from 12 midnight till 12, yeah, midnight again. So that is, so yeah, anadyatana bhute, na adyatana. Past tense which is not of the same day. So these bhuteshwar pratyas are dip, tam, an, sip, tam, ta, pam, va, ma. Ta, atam, anta, thas, atham, dhvam, I, vahi, and mahi. Yeah, please write. And it is known as lung by others. So these indicatory letters, please take note of. Okay, done.
Yes.
So others, if you're not done, you can like complete it afterwards.
Yes, Tom Prabhu.
And
Now, one relief for you. The next fifth set of pratyas, bhute divadayo bhutesha namanaha. The same 18 pratyas, which were the last 18 pratyas, beginning from they are applied after dhatu in the past tense and are called bhutesha. So for bhuteshwara, which was the fourth set, and this is the fifth one, bhutesha, the pratyas are the same. So yeah, pratyas are same. It is known as lum. Lum. So yeah, you can just make a note or just remember that the pratyas for bhutesh and bhuteshwar are the same. The forms, declined forms, final forms will be different, but only the pratyas are same. So this is bhutesha. Then the next one is paroksha bhutena ladayo dhokshaja namana. The 18 pratyas beginning from nal are applied after a dhatu in the past tense, which was not witnessed by the speaker, and are called adhokshara. So bhutesh, bhuteshwar, and adhokshara, they are all related to the past tense. Now adhokshara is indicating the past tense, used in the past tense, but such past tense which was not witnessed by the speaker, which was not witnessed by the speaker. So, and it is known as adhokshara. So the pratyas are nal, atus, us, thal, athus, a, nal, va, ma, e, ate, ire, se, athe, dve, e, vahe, mahe, and it is known as lit by others. Yeah, please write this.
Oh, that's interesting. An example of the usage of adhokshaja when there is no awareness of one's own actions will be given in Vritti 702. So that'll be amnesia.
Okay. So that was adhokshara, the sixth group. And then the next one is seventh one. Ashishi yat yastam ityadayah kamapala namana. The 18 pratyas beginning from yat and yastam are applied after dhatu when ashish is understood and are called kamapala. So the kamapala pratyas yat yastam yasus, yas yastam yasta, yasam yasva yasma, sishtas yastam siran, sishthas yastam sidvam, siya sivahi simahi, and it's known as ashirling by others. Yeah, please write.
There was also Ashish in the Vidhata one.
Yeah.
So this is different.
Slight different. Slight difference is there. Okay, then the eighth group, arharthe nadyatana bhavishyati cha tadayo balakalki namana. The 18 pratyas beginning from ta are applied after dhatu in the sense of arha, which means deserving, qualifying for, or in the future tense, which is not of the same day and is known as balakalki. Balakalki. So this is for future tense. Ta tarau taras tasi tasthas tastha tasmi tasvas tasmas. Ta tarau taras tasi tasathe tadve tahe tasvahe tasmahe. Others they call it lut. So yeah, that was the eighth one. Then bhavishyat kale satyadayah kalki namanah. This is 18 pratyas beginning from sati, used in the future tense and is known as kalki. So syati, syatas, syanti, syasi, syathas, syatha, syami, syamas, syamas. Then syate, syate, syante, syase, syathe, syathe, syavahe, syamahe. Known as lrit by others. Okay, so that was Kalki, Drit. Then the last one, साकांक्षं यत्र क्रियाति क्रमो निर्दिश्यते तत्र कार्यकारणयोः स्यादादिका अजितनामानो भूते भविष्यति च. When the non-accomplishment of the action is indicated in such a way that a complement is required and the relationship of cause and effect is understood, the 18 pratyas beginning. So we'll study about these meanings afterwards. So basically, these are the pratyas known as ajita, beginning from syat. They are used after dhatu in past tense or in future tense, depends. So the pratyas are syat, syatam, syan, syas, syatam, syata, syam, syava, syama, syata, syatam, syanta, syathas, syatham, syadvam, sye, syavahi, syamahi. Others, they call it ring. So these were the 10 groups of pratyas, total 180 pratyas. So please take a look, and because the whole chapter will be doing declension, so of dhatus plus these pratyas. So please try to memorize these pratyas. They are very important. If you don't memorize, then it will be very difficult to follow this chapter. Yeah, take your time and try to get it, the pratyas. Okay. Yeah, that's all for grammar part.
We have learned a lot.
Yeah, I mean, from 21 pratyas to 180 pratyas, it's quite something. It's a lot.
Yeah, only 18 of them are a lot.
But after some practice, we'll get used to it. That's for sure. Okay, then. But it's very interesting, actually, this chapter and the declension also. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5, Text 5. Vyasa Vacha. Astyeva me sarvamidam tvayoktam tathapi natma paritushyate me. तन्मूलमव्यक्तमगाधबोधं पृच्छामहे 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 त्वात्मभवात्मभूतम्. Vyasa Uvacha. So yesterday we heard how Sri Narad Muni, he arrived and he was worshipped and given a, he was seated and he was seated in an asana. Then Narad Muni asked Vyasadeva that why Vyasadeva is not fully satisfied even after knowing the Brahman. So Srila Vyasadeva is saying, Vyasa Uvacha, Aha, Tvaya Bhavada Uktam Kathitam Sarvartha Paribrinhita Bharatadi Rachana Samarthyadikam Me Mama Asti Eva Satyam Tathapi Me Atma Shariro Manasascha Atma Na Paritushyate Na Eva Nirvriti Apnoti Atah He Narada Agadha Bodham Agadha Ati Gabhira Bodho Yasya Tam Paramagyaninam Paramagyaninam Atma Bhavatma Bhutam Atma Bhavah Brahma Tasya Atmanah Deha Udbhutam Brahmatanayam Tvam Avyaktam Asputam Tanmulam Tasya Paritoshasya Moolam Karanam Prichamaha Jignasamahe. So Narad Vyasadeva spoke that, O Narad Muni, Tvaya Uktam, whatever you have said just now about myself qualified or able to compile scriptures like Mahabharata and so on, which are full of the values of life, or which talks of the Chatur Purusharthas. So that's true. Tvaya Uktam. Me Mama Asti Eva Satyam. That's true on my part. Tathapi, but still, Me Atma, my very self, or the body, the mind, Atma, na eva nirvrittim apnoti. It is not becoming satisfied. Na paritushyate. Ataha, therefore, O Narad Muni, tasya atmanah okay. Ataha, hey Narada, O Narada Muni, I'm asking, I'm inquiring, Prichamaha, Jigyasamahe, from you, Tvam, who is Agadha Bodham, who is Agadha Ati Gabhiraha Bodha Yasya Tam Paramagyaninam, whose intelligence is very deep, who possesses profound knowledge. So you are Paramagyani, and you are Atma Bhava Atma Bhutam. You are Atma Bhava Brahma, Tasya Atmanaha Dehad Bhutam Brahmatanayam. So you are born of the body of Brahmaji. So, O Narad, such you, I'm asking from such you, about the reason, karanam, the mool karana, the main reason of that dissatisfaction, tasya aparitoshasya, which is unmanifested to me, asputam, which is not clear to me yet. Iti artha, this is the meaning. Yeah. Okay. Then Savai Bhavan Veda Samasta Guhyam Upasito Yat Purushah Puranaha Paravaresho Manasaiva Vishwam Srijatyapatyatti Gunairasangaha Sah Brahmatanayah Bhavan Samasta Guhyam Nikhil Gudha Rahasam Vai Nishchitam Veda Janati Yat Yasmat Puranaha Purushah Adi Purushah Vishnu Upasitah Bhavata Aradhitah Saha Paravareshaha. This must be this. Saha Paravareshaha Karya Karana Niyanta Anangah Anasaktah San Manasa eva ichha matrena eva gunaihi kritva Vishwam Srijati Avati Paleti Atti Palena Ayam Gamayati Cha. So Vyasadeva is speaking to Narad Muni about him that O Narad Muni, you Saha Brahmatanaya Bhavan, you who is the son of Brahmaji, you know Veda Janati Nikhila Gudha Rahasyam. You certainly Nishchitam know all the confidential knowledge or secrets, basically, literally. You know that all. Yat Yasmat Puranaha Purushaha Upasitaha. And therefore, you worship the Adi Purusha Bhagavan, Lord Vishnu. Such Lord Saha Paravareshaha Karya Karana Niyanta. He is the controller of cause and effect. Karya and Karana. He is Ananga, he is unattached, Anasakta. And he, son, being unattached, son, Anasakta, son, Manasa eva, Ichha Matrena eva, just by his desire or his will only, Gunaihi Kritva. Gunai Kritva is like through the gunas, or yeah, through the gunas, through the modes of nature, the Lord, he creates Srijati, he maintains Avati, Paleti, and in due course of time, he annihilates the Vishwam, the universe. Ityartha. This is the meaning. Okay. Okay, then we'll continue the next weekend. And please, the pratyas, work on them. Make some charts, tables. Maybe Mahaprema Mataji can help with the charts and all.
Yes, Prabhu, that's I think to remember. I'll also try that.
So, okay. I'll upload the recordings. Even for the last weekend, I didn't upload it. So I'll upload everything today. Okay, so we'll meet the next weekend. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.